Ever pondered about the inner workings of the Windows file system? Today, we unravel the mystery. Imagine the Windows file system as the librarian of your computer. It manages and stores data, keeping everything in order so you can easily retrieve what you need when you need it. Without it, imagine the chaos. It's like a library with no catalog system, books scattered everywhere. So the Windows file system is indeed indispensable. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the details of the Windows file system. The Windows file system is like a virtual librarian, keeping track of every piece of data on your computer. Just think of your computer as a massive library and each file as a book. The file system is the librarian that knows exactly where each book is, how they're categorized, and where there's room to add more. At its core, a file system is a way of organizing and managing data on storage devices, such as hard drives or SSDs. It allows your computer to store, retrieve, and modify data efficiently. Without a file system, your computer wouldn't know where to find a file or where to store new data. The Windows operating system uses several types of file systems. The first one is FAT, or File Allocation Table. It's one of the oldest, simplest, and most widely compatible file systems that Windows uses. Next is NTFS, or New Technology File System. It's the default file system for modern Windows systems. NTFS offers better performance, reliability, and security compared to FAT. And then there's REFS, or Resilient File System. It's the newest kid on the block, designed for data-intensive tasks. REFS can handle large amounts of data, resist data corruption, and autocorrect errors without requiring a system restart. So now we know what a file system is and the types that Windows uses. Up next, we explore how these systems function. Imagine your computer is a library, and the Windows file system is its librarian. Just like a librarian catalogs books, the Windows file system organizes and keeps track of all the files on your computer. It's a complex system that works tirelessly behind the scenes, ensuring that files are easily accessible when needed and safely stored away when not. Let's dive a little deeper. The Windows file system creates, reads, updates, and deletes files. When a file is created, the system assigns it a unique identifier, like a library book's call number. This helps the file system locate the file whenever it's needed. Reading a file is akin to retrieving a book from the library shelves. The system uses the unique identifier to find the file and present it for your use. Updating a file is like adding a new chapter to a book. The system not only updates the content, but also updates the file's metadata, such as its last modified date. Deleting a file is like removing a book from the library. The system marks the space the file occupied as available, ready to be used for new data. Now, let's talk about file allocation. This process involves the system deciding where exactly on the disk to store a file. It's like the librarian deciding where to place a new book on the shelves. The Windows file system maintains a record of all the files, just as a librarian keeps a catalog of all the books. Understanding how the Windows file system operates helps us appreciate the complexity of data management. The Windows file system might seem complicated, but it's the backbone of your computer's data management. Let's revisit some of the main points we've discussed. We've learned that the Windows file system is responsible for controlling how data is stored and retrieved. It's like a librarian who organizes and maintains the books in a library. Without it, finding a specific piece of data would be like searching for a needle in a haystack. We also explored the different types of file systems used by Windows. FAT32, NTFS, and exFAT each have their unique features and uses. FAT32 is the old reliable, compatible with almost all operating systems. NTFS, on the other hand, is the new kid on the block, boasting better security and larger file size capacity. And then we have exFAT, tailor-made for flash drives and external storage devices, bridging the gap between FAT32 and NTFS. Understanding how these file systems work is essential. It's not just about knowing the technicalities, but also about appreciating the complexity and sophistication behind the scenes every time we interact with our data. So next time you're saving your work or downloading a new album, spare a thought for the remarkable file system that makes it all possible. It's a silent worker, constantly toiling away to ensure your data is organized, accessible, and safe. Remember, every time you save a document or download a file, the Windows file system is working hard to keep your data organized and accessible.